today. Did you sleep okay?
Keep waking up wondering where I am. The other morning I woke up while I'm out of bed. It felt like I was still chained up.
Can't imagine what it must have been like for you. I heard you crying out last night.
What did I say?
I couldn't tell. Maybe you should get some sleeping tablets from the doctor.
I don't need sleeping tablets.
Well, at least you'd get a restful night.
I will cope with this in my own way, thank you.
Well, I only thought...
Claudia, I don't need sleeping tablets.
Inspector Spaulding's been on the phone.
Oh?
He wants us to go down to the station. He says there's been some new developments.
I want to see you.
If you've come to apologise, then maybe we should go inside and...
Apologise? Why should I apologise? I was coming to tell you to keep your big fat nose out my life.
Ollie?
All that trouble over one flaming video.
Yes, but that video is totally unsuitable for children of your age.
Unsuitable? What would you know? You know nought about kids.
That isn't quite true.
You're just a vicar with no kids of your own who knows nought of the real world.
I think I know more about the real world than you do, Ollie.
How? You're just a Bible basher.
Oh, that's exactly what I'm not, Ollie.
Well, you're not a social worker, are you? My dad was right to throw you out.
Ollie, I had every reason to be concerned about your behaviour. And I still am.
Well, don't be. From now on, keep your nose where it belongs. Inside your Bible.
I've got to get off to the diner. Can you boys do these dishes?
No problem.
Richie? By boys, I mean Robert and Andy.
Oh, great.
Thanks.
I don't mind, honest.
Richie, you're a paying lodger. It's not your job.
If Richie wants to do it, then let him. We don't mind, do we, Rob?
We don't mind at all.
Yeah, well, I do, you cheeky pair. You wash, you dry.
Kathy wants me to work a bit later at the diner, Jack, so can you get some food in and cook it?
Hang on, you're not the only one working late, you know.
Yeah, but you'll have more time than I will.
How do you know?
Let me cook.
Sorry?
I enjoy cooking.
Well, you enjoy cooking?
Yeah.
Is this boy for real?
Do you like Italian?
Well, I like Gina Lola Brigida.
Sorry, Jack. Never made that.
You know, I think I'm going mad. Every minute of the day I can't stop thinking about it.
I know.
And every night as I'm drifting off to sleep, I hear the sound of the gun go off. And I jump.
I know exactly what you're saying, Zoe.
And now Spaulding has called us back in.
Don't be so worried.
That's easy enough for you to say.
Oh, is it?
If Spaulding has discovered who Liam was, I could face a murder charge.
So you don't think I'm worried? Of course I am. Mustn't let Spaulding see that. He's got nothing on us.
We don't know.
He can't have.
Well, then why has he called us back in?
I wish I knew.
Just think, Emily. A month from now, and me and you will be spending our first Christmas together.
That'll be nice.
If you could have anything in the world for Christmas, what would it be?
I've already got it.
Oh, so have I. What's up?
I've had some lovely Christmases with me dad.
Yeah?
We always went to the midnight service on Christmas Eve. And then we'd walk home together in the cold, with the frost sparkling on the road. It hardly ever snowed like in the Christmas cards, but it were always special.
Hey, I'll tell you something, Emily. You can't beat a dingle Christmas.
No?
No, I mean, last Christmas Day, Lisa gave birth to our Belle in a pigsty.
Your house ain't that dirty.
No, I mean a real pigsty.
No.
Oh, yes. We know how to have a laugh at Christmas, us dingles.
My dad's going to be all on his own.
Yeah. I know.
Me and him, we've always spent Christmas together. What's he going to do?
I don't know what to do about it, Bernice.
Parental control. That's the root of it, Ashley.
Well, Sean and Angie seem good parents, but I don't know.
So, you're going to abandon her then, Ashley?
Abandon seems a little bit harsh. You think I should ask her back?
Well, it might be hard to swallow, but yes, I do. She may be a black sheep, but she's still part of your flock.
She's very good with words, you know. She gets it from me.
Frankly, I don't think she'll want to come back. Her mother was right. Kids these days are into nightclubs, not youth clubs.
Oh, there's your answer then.
Open a nightclub?
A disco.
Disco?
Spot on, Bunnies.
I really don't see myself as a DJ, and I'm not sure my record collection would appeal to the younger generation.
No, Ashley, not you. No, that'd be a disaster. No, you're hiring a young DJ with all the gear.
Oh. Like who?
Well, you could use Roy. He's got the experience.
Really?
You all right?
I'm worried about Emily. That's all.
You're not rowing?
No. Me and Emily don't row.
What is it then?
She's not in the club, is she?
No, she isn't.
Zach, stop it. You're embarrassing poor lad.
I'm just taking a fatherly interest, that's all.
Dad, we're saving ourselves.
You're not a flaming deposit bank.
You see, because I love her so much, I don't want to spoil it.
Well, I think that's very refreshing in this day and age. Don't you?
Oh, yeah, very refreshing. Almost unique.
Any road, why are you worried about her?
Well, it's... with Christmas just being round the corner. She's missing her father more than ever. I don't know what to do to help Lisa.
What is keeping him?
I don't like this, Chris.
Another 2 minutes and I'm going.
You sure that's wise?
Come down here voluntarily, haven't we?
We don't look like we've got something to hide.
Sorry to get you. I want a quick chat with your sister first. Hope you don't mind waiting.
Actually, I do mind.
Hopefully we shouldn't be too long. Miss Tate?
You see, Butch, you have to realise the close relationship Emily had with her father.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, all those years together, stuck out at that farm, just the two of them, relying on each other. Of course she's going to miss him.
You know, you talk a lot of sense sometimes, Lisa.
Thanks. You've got to be sensitive to that.
Yeah, but what can I do about it?
I tell you what, why don't I go round like I did last time and have it out with him man to man like?
No, Zach, this requires tact.
Exactly. I'll pop round this afternoon, eh?
No, Zach, this is something that Emily has to do. It can't come from you, nor Butch. This is between father and daughter.
I don't like to see her upset.
Well, can I have a little chat with her, persuade her to go and see him?
I don't think she could cope with that.
How many times do we have to go through this? Why won't you let it rest?
In normal circumstances, we'd have been happy to put the lid on this case.
Then why haven't you? Well?
Is there anything you want to tell me that you haven't told me already?
No.
Are you sure, Miss Tate?
Yes. Inspector, what is going on? You're treating me like I'm a suspect. My brother was kidnapped. He was held hostage for 8 weeks. 8 weeks! Have you any idea what we both went through?
Yes, I have, and I do sympathise. But you see, I have a problem. A few little niggles that won't go away.
What are you talking about?
Liam Hammond was no ordinary kidnapper.
Why do you say that?
Well, the pattern wasn't right. The length of time he took to send a ransom note, for example. Almost as if he wanted to make your brother suffer by keeping him captive all that time. Then again, there was the fact that he took a job at Tate Haulage. Why?
Because he was crazy.
I wonder.
What do you mean, you wonder?
I'll ask you once more. Are you sure there's nothing? Nothing at all that you're withholding from me?
Oh, for God's sake. Is this all you brought me in for?
No. Would you like a cup of tea? This may take longer than I'd hoped.
There you go, Tel.
Ta. Hey, Mal, can I get you a drink?
Well, that's very kind, Terry. I'll have my usual, please.
Right.
Alan's got quite a paunch on him, hasn't he?
I prefer my man with a six-pack.
And I prefer to keep my six-pack in the fridge. Give me a man with a girth and I'll give him a good time any day of the week.
Yeah, you would have known, wouldn't you?
Let me take that over.
You behave yourself. There you are.
Thank you, Dad. Tell me, you ever worked in a bar before?
As a matter of fact, I have.
Yes, I thought so. You look very comfortable there.
I'm very comfortable most places, Alan.
All right.
Fine, and you? You fully recovered now?
Well, just about. How's Zoe and Chris?
Obviously, it's taken Chris a long time to get back to normal.
Yeah, would do. He never has been normal.
Zoe's not taking it too well either. Seems incredibly tense all the time.
Really?
They were called back for another interview with the police today.
What for?
They didn't know. They weren't very happy about it.
One of the niggles I mentioned. Here's this man who persecutes your brother before eventually kidnapping him and holding him hostage for 8 weeks. And yet you show no interest in why he did it.
I don't need this, Inspector. I've been through one ordeal already without...
Unless, of course, you already know his motive.
No.
Miss Tate, did you know Mr. Hammond before he came to work for Tate Haulage?
No.
Did your brother know him?
Yes. But not before he worked for Tate Haulage. Inspector, where is this leading?
I think you did know Liam Hammond.
No.
I think you knew him, and that's why you went after him on your own without us.
That's not true.
You didn't kill him in self-defense, did you?
Yes!
We intended to kill him.
No!
You murdered him, didn't you? Didn't you, Miss Tate? Didn't you? Thank you, Miss Tate. Now I need to talk to your brother.
Can we go now? What is it?
Your sister has just confessed to murdering Mr. Hammond.
What?
She also told us that you lied. You lied in order to protect her.
Zoe must really appreciate what you did for her. No, she must.
Well, no, I only did what anybody else would do.
Did you enjoy working for Chris?
Nah. Nah, he's irrational. Vindictive. I don't know how you can work for him.
I prefer him to some of my previous employers.
Why?
No jealous wife to worry about.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I bet there were a few of them. Can I get you another drink?
Please. Same again.
Oh.
Maybe you'd like to tell me your side of the story, Mr. Tate.
I want to see Zoe.
In good time.
Now.
Why won't you talk to me? Something to hide.
Why can't I see Zoe? Okay. I want my solicitor.
Don't you want to tell me the full story now?
Am I under arrest?
No.
Then I want to see my sister.
Just answer me one question. Why did she do it?
Why did she do it? You don't know?
I'd like your version.
My sister. She hasn't confessed, has she? You've been lying to me, haven't you? Right. Reporting you for police harassment.
At least I know one thing. She did murder him.
You know nothing. You've got a grudge against the Tates, haven't you? It's a vendetta because Kim made such a fool out of you.
And you too, as I seem to remember.
Sick.
Butch, don't frighten the life out of me.
I'm sorry.
Any road. What you doing here this time of day?
Well, I was worried about you.
Why?
You're really missing your dad, aren't you? I was talking to Lisa, and she reckons the only way this is going to be sorted out is, well, it's as if you go round to see him, like.
I couldn't.
Well, he's not going to come and see you, is he, Emily?
I couldn't.
Look, I'll take you round after work.
I couldn't, Butch.
Look, he'd be really pleased to see you, Emily.
No, Butch, I couldn't. Could I?
Yeah.
No, I couldn't.
Well, you could at least ring him.
Ring him?
Yeah.
All right. I'll ring him.
Zoe, come on, we're going.
What?
Now, come on.
What's happening?
What did you think you were playing at? You've no evidence to substantiate your ridiculous theories. So what were you doing?
Goodbye, Mr. Tate.
Does that mean this case is closed? Does it? Does it?
Yes.
This case was already closed, wasn't it?
Yes.
You leave us alone from now on!
Is everything all right?
No, it isn't. Your boss just tried to pull a stunt.
He's not my boss, he's CID.
Well, I'm going to have him for it.
Please, Chris, can't we just forget this? I've had enough. If there's anything I can do, officially.
Actually, there is. You can find out when Liam Hammond's being buried.
Are you thinking of staying in the village long?
Who knows? Depends if there's anything worth staying for.
Oh, well, I sincerely hope you do. Cheers.
Cheers. What work do you do, Eric?
I run a thriving fitness and antiques empire.
You mean health clubs for the elderly?
Oh!
I must pop along one day, burn off a few unwanted calories.
Well, I shall look forward to that.
Your mum's the right one, isn't she?
She's always had an eye for the gentleman. Mum,
You're incorrigible. Don't play Helen off against Eric. They can't stand each other. I'm only flirting. Don't fancy Eric.
Could have fooled me.
I wouldn't have thought that would be difficult, dear.
Don't want to get on the wrong side of you.
So you don't fancy Eric, then? Of course not. He's not my type. Look at him. See more flesh on a ferret.
You know, Richie, in the 70s, I lived in Rome.
Really?
you loved it, didn't you, Jack?
Yeah, I had a nice little apartment right by the Spanish Steps. Great place to live.
Well, I hope this isn't a disappointment to you. Lasagna.
No, I love lasagna.
Wow, it certainly looks good.
And some garlic bread and salad.
God, you have been a busy boy.
You have someone a lovely wife here, Richard.
Hey, less of your cheek. He's right, mind. Oh, I'll be stinging of garlic tomorrow. Sheep won't come near me.
And to top it off, a bottle of Chianti.
Hey, that's what Hannibal Lecter drank. Can I have some? Maybe next time we'll have liver.
Fancy another? Hello? Anybody in there? What's wrong?
Ollie's behaviour's getting to the point where I think we need to do something.
You're overreacting.
What are we doing wrong, Sean?
Nothing.
Maybe we should pay her some more attention.
Look, she's a teenager. She's just going through that adolescent stuff.
Adolescent stuff. You should have been a psychiatrist.
Oh, great. Shall we skip that drink?
Do you mind if I have a word?
Look, I think we said all we needed to say last night.
I've been speaking to Ollie again.
You've been speaking to her again? I thought I told you to mind your own business.
Sean.
Angie, this has got nothing to do with him. Anyway, there's no wrong with our Ollie. All right, she's a bit rebellious, but then so was I.
Still our love.
We all were at that age.
I agree with you.
You do?
And that's why I'd like Ollie to come back to the youth club.
Really?
I appreciate that, Ashley, thanks.
Just one thought. Do you think she'll want to come back?
No, I wouldn't.
I know the idea of a youth club isn't very exciting to kids these days.
Yeah, well, at least you're a realist.
Which is why I'm organising a disco. Do you think that would appeal to Ollie and her contemporaries?
Yeah, I do.
Sean?
give it a go.
But you know, you must also stress to Ollie that I really can't tolerate any more antisocial behaviour.
Dad, it's me, Emily. I just wanted to say that
Emily?
I haven't rung him yet. I'm just practising what I'm going to say.
Well, why don't you just tell him that you want to see him?
Do you think?
He'd be pleased to hear your voice.
Will he?
I know he will.
Right. He's not in.
You didn't give him a chance to pick up, Emily.
I don't think I can do this, Butch.
Shall I ring him?
No, I'll ring him. He is in.
Then why didn't you speak to him?
I'm frightened. If I hear his voice, he might persuade me to leave you and go back home.
Oh, Emily. Come here.
Well, that was delicious, wasn't it, Jack?
Certainly was. You'll have to teach Sarah.
Hey, watch it.
I'm sure Sarah's an excellent cook.
Well, she's not bad.
Where did you learn to cook, Richie?
My mum?
Where do your parents live?
Houghton. My dad died 6 years ago.
Oh, I'm sorry.
My mum remarried last year.
Well, I hope you'll treat this place like your own home.
Thanks. Now then, we would like some profiteroles.
Yeah. Great.
They're not homemade, I'm afraid.
Put loads of cream on ours.
Yeah, OK. Thanks for that. That was Angie. She's found out the funeral's next Tuesday. I'm going.
You're not.
Yep.
Chris, are you mad?
It's an end to all this. I have to watch it.
Chris, how do you think this will look? Spaulding is already suspicious. If we give him something more to raise those suspicions, he could reopen the case.
Look, I know you are upset, but he's not going to do that.
Chris, please don't go.
I have to.
Please.
Look, I'm sorry, but it's something I have to do.